Hello everyone, I'm Cykotich, and that's also my screen name. We are here today checking out Lightyear Frontier. So this one's not so much a survival game as it is kind of a farm sim. There's no combat, there's no real threat to the character. It plays a lot like, not necessarily Stardew Valley, because at least there you have the mines that you can fight in, but it's in a similar vein as far as the farming goes. We're going to be mining and farming on an alien planet using a mech suit, which is super interesting to me. So we're going to go ahead and check this guy out. Here we go. Earth's no good anymore. Some, like you, have taken off for the Lightyear Frontier. You want a fresh start? A new home. That looks like a flying Winnebago. We crashed our flying Winnebago. The graphics seem to be a little stylized, but that's alright. There's nothing wrong with that. So our first mission is to find our mech. There is no stamina since there's no combat, so you can sprint pretty much indefinitely. Although the controls do seem to be a little glidey when you turn if you're sprinting, but that's alright. And there's a tool. So you can actually mine with your tool as your player. But you can't pick anything up. You can grab and drag it, but you can't actually pick it up into your inventory.
Finally, I'm getting through. That was quite the tumble you took there. Luckily, your biometrics tell me you're A-OK. But before anything else, let's put that mech of yours back in one piece.
You can pick up parts and change them out.
Now flip that sucker sunny side up and hop in. We've got a planet to explore.
So now we can pick up what we mine.
Excuse my manners. One kind of stops expecting yes after 200 years. Name's PIP-3R. That's Piper for short. Up there in the sky. That blinking dot is yours truly. But enough introduction. Let's get you situated and make you at home.
Got some decent graphics here. I like the little green and the other planets. That's nice. Where we crash landed, so it wants us to build a shed. I gathered some wood already.
Now this should make things easier.
Alright, we can add all at once, which is nice. Now we need a little bit more wood to make our next part. Alright, we got a tree sprout too, which we'll be able to plant later. So for now, we want the little exit door of this guy pointed towards us. So you can build these anywhere. We could build one out here if we really wanted to, and it would still function. But they function better if they're inside buildings. So now we can queue up a bunch of that. So we've got a plot that we can grow seeds in.
We can make good use of this. Now this should make things easier.
Alright, so we still need more wood. The little animals, we can actually feed them stuff and they'll be friendly. They'll give us items. Then these here are little animal sheds. Or animal burrows. You can feed them and it makes them turn friendly. Which is super nice. They're not exactly hostile, but it makes them friendly. Then we can build a storage box, which is always important.
Now this should make things easier.
Whoops.
Revved up and ready to go.
So now here we can actually store our stuff. to go for the next part. So we did build the oil presser inside the shed, but it's for some reason it's not registering. So we can actually go into recycling mode and get all of our materials back. And then we can just rebuild it where it's supposed to be. Let's see if it likes that a little bit better. There it goes. Now it wants us to craft any oil, which we just did. So we'll do it again. We'll just do one this time. Well, no, let's do a bunch. And then when it's done, it just launches out the front like that. Alright, now it wants us to go find our other tools. And thankfully, there are these nice little pylons that help us find them. So you can soak up water. There's another tool that uses the water. But you can also soak up the berry seeds
never ceases to amaze.
That we'll be using later on.
Those high-powered tools, and even that ship of yours. The Farm Mech project.
We can use some of these flowers to make flower beds, which will pretty up our place a little bit.
Maybe we should leave the mech behind if we want to get close.
Now it's nice that we've collected these seeds, and we're about to get some more here, but we can't actually plant them without the planting attachment. So we're going to have to get the rest of our gear. So that's our seed shooter. This will let us put...
It always puzzled me why Earth was so quick to give up on the Farm Mech project, sending us probes out to the edge of the galaxy to scan for hospitable planets. That was no small feat. Desperate times, I suppose.
Oh, planting these isn't going to matter because we can't... Okay, that one did stop. We can't actually water them until we get the watering attachment. So there's no point in planting right this moment. And growth is based off of game days, not actual time, which is good and bad. You can change by rolling your mouse wheel, or you can pick what you actually want by holding down Q. Now this here is one of the areas that actually has a little bit of danger. This goo will harm you. But we're going to clean it all up. Right, like so. Alright, that's the end of that grouping. So we'll suck up some more water. Now, you can actually die, quote unquote. It's not really a death, but if you go into deep water, you get this guy, and then it just respawns you at the edge. No harm, no foul. So up here we can actually get some soft wood instead of regular wood out of pine. Like so. Which allows us to make some pretty stuff. Here's some ruins. Super pretty.
This old thing caught your eye, huh? It's an ancient megastructure. No way to tell what it was built for.
And there's an artifact.
Just a huge art installation.
Very
Either
pretty.
way, it's no matter now. For all intents and purposes, it's just another mountain.
So if we exit, we can see what's back in here. Ooh. Pretty. Oh, look at that. But we can't pick any of this stuff up is the problem. I mean, we can drag it all back out and pick it up in the Mech. There we go. So we got some red flowers now.
What a fascinating discovery. What a fascinating discovery.
So this is just a neat little area. Explore on foot. I can dig it. I don't think the geodes are implemented yet. I think their only real use is for sale once you unlock the merchant.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy now.
You tip over, you have to get out and flip it back over. Okay, we've hit day
Nothing
2.
like a good night's rest.
We did not
That
water our
Mech of
crops,
yours
so we
is
got no
looking
growth.
good today. Those modifications you did yesterday really paid off.
Now, rain will actually water our crops for us. I also particularly like the detailing in the water on the windshield. It actually looks like a real windshield. I'm kind of impressed by that. The suction actually has quite a bit of reach on it. And there we go. We cleaned up the whole place.
Whoa, that seems to have done the trick.
Now
The
these nodes will
ecosystem
come
in
back
this region is adjusting itself lickety-split. In
on
all
the next
my
day.
years, I've never seen anything like it. I sent countless reports to Earth, telling them this was it. A new home for humanity. There just might be hope for this planet yet.
Now we do still have one more piece of equipment that we need to pick up, and that's the tree planter. Is actually out this way. The map's fairly large, as you can see. And there are several zones. Right now we've only been in the meadows and the pine heights. And it is the demo, so we can't get particularly far yet. Now this game is coming out a little bit before the last game that we checked out. It's coming out at the beginning of March instead of the end. So now we're going to use our seed shooter. And we're going to plant these guys. At least as many as we have.
Ha! Into the soil it goes. Great shot.
And that's all that we have for seeds currently. But, so we got some new equipment that we can make. We can make a fodder oven to feed the little guys. We can make an assembler. We've got an upgrade depot, which is super important. We got a different type of storage. We got a tent for housing. We can make signs. We can put up some pretties. We got lighting, a campfire for lighting, and a little blue flower bed that we can do. So let's gather some stone so that we can build some of this stuff. Encumbrance is a thing. It's fairly generous with how much you can carry, and it's not based on types of materials. And as far as I can tell, the only hindrance for being encumbered is that you can no longer sprint. Every time you try to sprint, it shows over encumbered. So we're going to go ahead and put up a house here. You know what, let's put ourselves over here where we're out of the way. Did I build it backwards? I did. So we can use that to sleep.
Really feels like you got a vision here.
And now those will grow. So let's see about getting our upgrade center going. So that's going to be very important for us. Now with your upgrade center, if you interact, you get out of your mech.
Don't forget where you parked it.
And you can check your upgrades. So like here we can get more thruster boost, we can get a stronger saw power, so we're going to do that. We don't have any rabbage yet. We don't have any polyberry oil yet. Aluminum parts we can't make just yet. And we need one more for the seed shooter lock-on. which is not as important as it sounds.
Let's skedaddle.
So we need a little bit more in the aluminum rod department for that guy. So let's go get our last part so we can plant trees and hopefully get some more aluminum up here. So much faster on this stuff now. Alrighty, now here's going to be our seed planter for tree seeds.
Just think about the thousands of people who initially came to the frontier, taking a chance on this one-way trip, only to get abandoned. But for generations, they've managed to thrive here. Your neighbor... Oh, I forgot to mention this huge door. It completely slipped my mind. Did some scans on it many years ago, but the readings were mostly nonsense. Now hang on a second. The energy readings are spiking right now. Could this place have been activated somehow? But it looks like it's got a bit more to go. Whatever we've been doing around here, let's keep doing it.
I'm assuming that's zones cleared, because you start with the meadows, and then we cleared one zone. And there are, how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm betting that's exactly what that is. So that's kind of neat. Alright, sun's going down on day 2. We should get some growth out of our stuff between tonight and tomorrow. Let's head back and sleep and see if we can't push it through night.
Some things you just have to do yourself.
And there's our region restored credit once we slept. Now we have some aluminum growing there. And we should, yep, and then we have some crystals growing there. Oh! Alright then.
Good morning, sleepyhead. The decorating you did yesterday really lit up the place. It's really beginning to feel like a home.
Alright, so here we can make those aluminum parts that we needed if we had some polyberry oil. But we now can actually get polyberry instead of just seeds. And we should have gotten more seeds that we can plant. Alright, so there's all those planted. We can get some polyberry oil now. And now we can use our sprout cannon to plant some trees. Okay. Now we did upgrade our drill miner. So if we come back over here to where that little spring rock was, we should be able to do something about it now. Ta-da! New water source. Much closer to home. Now we do need to go back up into the Pine Barrens because we need to get some of those crystals that we spawned by cleaning the place up. And here's some rabbages now. Since we've cleaned this area up, we can actually start to get rabbage seeds, which is needed for rabbage oil for some of the upgrades, among other things.
Ah, you scared it.
Alright, now we have a sizable amount of aluminum as well as a sizable amount of some of the other materials. I wish we'd gotten some more rabbage seeds, but that's alright. We can grow them out of growing them. So look at the map to come. There's quite a few neat things out there. There's a big old tree up there to explore too. So we're going to use our seed shooter to plant the rabbage seeds first. Or not. And now we can build the merchant landing. So now the merchant will start to come, which is very good. Oh! Now the merchant will leave even if you're in their inventory. So you kind of want to go see them right away.
I have just the thing you need.
So we're going to go into mech parts and we're going to buy all of the new...
I bet I have just the thing you need.
So if we sell off those geode shards...
You drive a hard bargain.
we have enough
like
to
it.
buy all of the mech parts.
Sold. Ka-ching.
And there are some blueprints for some pretties that you can have. We may as well get them all.
Coming right up. Sold.
And then under resources we can get some
Nice
wheat
choice.
seeds.
Nice choice.
Now for now we can actually update our look here. So if we look at it, it looks kind of like an old farming tractor. And if we go into mech customization, we can come up here and take our parts off because it's up on hooks. And we can put new parts on. So old farming look. And this is the classic look. Kind of looks like a classic car. You can see the difference there. Pull off our old windshield. I kind of like that it lets you put the parts on manually. That's kind of cool. So there's our new look. And our windshield looks significantly different. I'm actually quite happy with this. Alright, so we do need some rabbage oil. Probably need some more of this as well. We make 4. We needed 5. So as soon as some of these come out, we'll have some more. Beginning of day 4.
Wakey, wakey, partner. That mech of yours is looking good today. Those modifications you did yesterday really paid off.
So now we can come in here and plant some wheat seeds.
Pop! Into the soil it goes.
And we only got 1 rabbage seed back. That's unfortunate. So that's our 5th part. We can see what the merchant's got today.
Hey there. What will it be?
Excellent.
Ka-ching.
Oh, hot rod parts, huh? Now, can we make some fodder? We can. So with fodder, we can feed these animals like the quest wants us to do. And they don't run as bad if you're on foot. And if you feed enough, then their little place there
Hey there, little fella.
turns friendly. I don't know where the 3rd one went. There we go. So we fed the nest all the way up. And that's the end of the demo. I mean, you can keep playing. I kind of want to see what those hot rod parts look like, though. But I like that it's peaceful. The music's chill. There's no real rush to do anything. You don't have combat, so you don't have to defend yourself. This is a really good game for coming home after an absolute shite day at work and just relaxing. No stress, no nothing. Just have some fun wandering around. There we go. I do like our windshield better, though, I think. We look at the new one. Yeah, I like the bubble look instead of having the lines down it. So we're just gonna go with this.
Ready to go.
Just a nice, peaceful game. Got all kinds of fun things to check out and do. Got a world to clean up.
Hola.
Now, we did unlock some new stuff. There's a barn now that we can make, which increases the efficiency of the buildings even more
That'll be useful.
than the shed does. So any buildings that we put in here are going to be even faster than the ones out here. Yeah, it's going significantly faster. And the same with the ovens and the other parts. We got some new storage, some burlap sacks, some new signposts, a bench. Just the stuff that we picked up from the store, but gives you some options to make some pretties. You see, it's spitting these guys out way faster than it was over here. Those didn't grow. But yeah, just a nice chill game for after work when you're having an absolute shite day. It's beautiful, it's stylized, but it's pretty. But I thought everybody would be interested in checking this out. The only thing cooler than farming is farming on an alien planet, and the only thing cooler than farming on an alien planet is doing it in a mech suit. I definitely am looking forward to seeing at the beginning of next month how much they add to this and what new stuff there is to it. But I very much enjoy the peaceful for when you need it. Sometimes you want to murder pixels, and sometimes you want to just sit back and relax. And this game is a good relax game. But I hope you guys had a fun time checking this out with me, and if you learned anything useful, don't forget to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your day, guys, and we will catch you next time.